Welcome back to CoinBlah. Let's talk about a massive number, $25 trillion. That is the sheer size of the global trade market we are looking at right now. We aren't just watching crypto replace old-school wire transfers anymore. We are witnessing a total overhaul of how logistics and capital move across the planet. It's physical reality finally meeting digital law. In the past, investing meant betting on who could send a message the fastest. Today, the smart money is on the systems that control physical assets and legal validity. So why have major institutions chosen IOTA as the eyes of trade and XDC as the heart? Let's break down the inevitable reasons behind this massive shift in the market. First, let's get real about the trade environment here in 2026. A few years ago, once a container was loaded onto a ship, it was basically a black box. You had no idea if those expensive semiconductors inside were damaged or if the vaccines had melted until they actually arrived at the port. It was a guessing game. But today, that's ancient history. We are living in the era of hyper-connected trade. Global shipping lines are now streaming the status of their cargo in real time via satellite. Picture this: hundreds of thousands of containers in the middle of the Pacific Ocean pinging data every single minute. I am safe. Temperature is 4 degrees Celsius. It's constant communication. And here's where the problem starts. Legacy blockchains like Ethereum simply cannot handle this volume. If a shipping company had to pay a gas fee for every single sensor ping, they'd go bankrupt. It would be like having to put a physical postage stamp on every single email you send. If we don't solve this cost issue, trade automation is just a pipe dream. This is exactly where IOTA enters the chat. IOTA isn't a traditional blockchain. It uses DAG technology, or directed acyclic graph. Let me give you an easy analogy. Think of a standard blockchain like a supermarket with only one cashier. Every customer has to wait in line to be processed one by one. It's slow and it creates bottlenecks. IOTA, on the other hand, is like a beehive. Hundreds of people are checking out at the same time, validating each other's items as they go. It's parallel processing at its finest. The killer feature here is that there are zero fees. A corporation can record 1 million sensor data points and not spend a single cent. This is a game changer. This is why IOTA has become the digital nervous system of trade. Just look at the TLIP project led by the UK and Kenya governments. It's proof of concept in action. The IOTA network takes freshness data from flowers and vegetables leaving Kenya and sends it to UK customs in real time. It's immutable, meaning nobody can fake the data. Customs agents don't waste time digging through stacks of paper anymore. They scan a digital passport guaranteed by IOTA and wave the cargo through instantly. Efficiency is through the roof. Now, once the data is verified, the money needs to move. Knowing the goods arrived safely is great, but that data alone doesn't pay the supplier's employees. This is where the XDC network takes the baton. While IOTA handles the physical reality, XDC handles the financial settlement. It acts as the digital engine for payments. Imagine this. IOTA signals, the goods have arrived at the Port of London in perfect condition. And Oracle picks up that signal and triggers a smart contract on XDC. Without any human intervention, millions of dollars are instantly transferred to the exporter's wallet. It happens in seconds, not days. The friction is completely gone. So why XDC specifically? It comes down to legal compatibility. XDC is the most technically perfect implementation of the UN's Model Law on Electronic Transferable Records, or MLETR. Following the UK's Electronic Trade Documents Act of 2023 and Electronic Bill of Lading, or EBL, issued on XDC has the exact same legal power as a paper contract in court. For banks, this is a revolution. The risk of fraud from fake documents basically evaporates. Letters of credit, or LCs, used to take days to process. Now, they settle instantly. The fact that giant trade finance networks like Contour have integrated into the XDC ecosystem is the smoking gun. This is where the industry is heading. Now, let's talk gains. How does this drive value for us as investors? You need to understand that these two assets appreciate through totally different mechanisms. IOTA operates on a digital warehousing model. Sure, there are no transaction fees, but if you want to store data permanently, you need to pay a storage deposit. This means companies have to buy IOTA and lock it up on the network to rent that digital space. As millions of sensors dump data, the demand for space skyrockets. Supply gets locked away while demand explodes. Plus, if you want mana, the fuel that speeds up your transactions, holding IOTA is mandatory. It's a supply shock waiting to happen. On the flip side, XDC works like a digital bank membership. To become a validator or masternode and earn those sweet financial fees, you must stake 10 million XDC. This isn't for retail shrimps. This is an entry ticket for banks and institutions. As the trade finance market grows, more banks will fight to get a seat at the table. They have to buy massive amounts of XDC from the open market and lock it up. Also, XDC is used as collateral to mint stablecoins like FXD for liquidity. This creates a powerful price floor because the token is being used as actual collateral for real-world value. It's not just speculation, it's utility-driven value. Let's wrap this up. Trade in 2026 has evolved into a system where we see with IOTA and settle with XDC. One provides the truth, the other executes the payment. They are not competitors. Just like your smartphone needs both a camera module and a payment chip, Trade 2.0 needs both of these gears to turn the machine. We are standing at the center of a massive shift, a container that can prove its own condition and request its own payment. Total automation is here. Paper documents are gone from the ports. Trade finance runs 24/7 without waiting for a banker's approval. This is the reality we are facing today in 2026. The tech is ready. The laws are passed. All that's left is to watch how this massive flow of capital reflects in the asset prices. I hope this gives you some sharp insights for your portfolio. Subscribe to stay updated. Thanks for tuning in to CoinBlaw. Catch you on the next one.